What's up, everyone? I'm Crimshot, and I'm gonna react to Hunter x Hunter episodes 120 to 122. Oh, it's kind of been a while, I haven't got time to record lately. It's been, the holidays, the end of the year, and all that stuff. There was construction going on nearby and then across the street. So I haven't had a lot of time to record. That's just me giving an excuse though, because I've spent most of that time playing Genshin Impact, especially after the 1.2 update dropped. I'm sorry, but I wanted to play that more than I wanted to watch Hunter x Hunter, unfortunately. But since I've gone through the update, can't really do much in that game at the moment, so back to Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, 120 to 122. I'm not quite sure what to expect. In the last one we had Ikalgo. He was able to trap Bavado in the lower levels. He didn't kill him, he knocked him out. Yeah, I don't understand why he was crying. He had this thing where he felt so sorry that he couldn't kill this person, and I'm like, why are you so sad? I mean, your original plan was to not kill the guy, and I was suggesting it probably is more better if you do kill him and then take over his body, so you'd be able to contribute more to the plan maybe. But he couldn't do it, and I'm just like, why do you feel so bad? You're just falling back to your original plan. And I don't know, I don't think Ikago needed to feel sorry for himself that much, but he felt really bad about the whole thing, and it is what it is. But he has to get back up and I guess add support to whoever needs it. We had Knuckle, who I thought was gonna die. Luckily, Klua, he came in, showed us his this state where he's in full-on electricity behavior, where he's super fast, and this, when it comes to reflexes, it just happens. He just does it, and that's why he's so fast, based on the that whole experience he had with the dart throwing siblings, or I forget what they're called, but it's not that important. But it's because of that he was able to progress, and this is the form he came up with, and it was able to, it was like Youpi was having trouble against Killua, but the state that he was in couldn't last, so as soon as it turned off he had to run away. Same like Knuckle. The only thing I was worried about was that while that battle was going on, you noticed that the spot over here where Shoot touched him and he left the mark, that mark disappeared. And I remember they were talking about how I don't know, I think Knuckle was talking about it, how during this fight Shoot will probably die. And it goes back to their whole priorities thing, what is it they should do, but because of how Youpi looked down on them, they were like, no, we gotta get a hit in. And Knuckle got the hits in, but it seems like Shoot may have passed, and I don't know what to think about that. We also have Morel, who is having some mental battle with Shiapoof, and Shiapoof is secretly exiting from the trap that Morel has put up. I don't know if it's a clone of Shiapoof, or it's his actual physical body that he's using to creep out from that shell of smoke that Morel has made. I still don't think we're going to get into where it is with Gon and Pito. Pito's still trying to get Komugi to come back, get out of that critical state where she could possibly die. Gon is just sitting there staring at her, putting the fear in her, which I love. But yeah, they said an hour. I don't think it'll be in these next 3 episodes. If it is, awesome, because I do want to see that fight. But we still haven't gotten to where Netero and the king went. Meruem. Meruem. Anyway, I think I talked long enough. Let's just get into 120. Okay, so Shoot is not there. Fake and real. Did someone come by and take Shoot away? Maybe it was Welfin. Is Maro finally gonna do something? Shaipuf is shocked. So he was on the outside. Okay. So Morel won that battle. That mental battle. Why is it getting dark? Okay, so it wasn't a clone. It was literally him trying to get out through the smoke. Overestimated. So he can just separate himself into these particles? That's his Nen. No. It sounds like there's more than one now. Are there like kids now that look like a kid face? Those eyes. What is this? That's creepy. What does he plan to do with those little versions of himself? Are they just another distraction? Because he's not fighting, he's just running away. Okay. No matter how much you hit, more just come. Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, if a guy can just turn into particles, what makes you think you can, like, give him, like, a punch or two and then that's it? I don't know. So Morel is saying it was bad of him to actually hit the cocoon that early. It might have been better had he stayed in there for those 15 minutes that Shaipuf was talking about, which would make sense as to why he said he overestimated Morel. Ay. No more small versions, I guess. I wasn't expecting Shaipuf to have the crazy face. Look at that. That's like equivalent to a parent and a child. The child stealing the pipe. It's like, stop smoking! Uh-oh. And then there's Youpi right there. Oh. Oh, Morel is screwed right now. But then there's Knuckle. Why would he know? You know he was there in that hole, in that crater. Why would you ask him that? Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. He can turn his shadow... Smoke clones, sorry. Smoke clones into more Knuckles. I forgot about her. What was her name? Oh. I remember she was talking down to this guy. That's right, she had a bit of a belly that was supposed to help with Chitu. And she knows that Chitu's probably dead because her belly went back to normal. Oh, it's Bezif. Why is he up on, like, the regular floors of the palace? He was supposed to be down in his paradise, no? That was the last time we saw him? He went down the elevator? And you're just leaving her. Then again, he wasn't down there when Ikogo was looking for, the girl. What was her name? Oh my god. Again, what is she? Does she care about treasures, though? Is she that materialistic? Wearing underground. Oh, she's strong. What's with this animation? It's like slightly on the rubber end. Like, what do they call that? Rubber animation? The way she did it with the legs and stuff. Palm, that was her name. Oh my god. So much for his paradise. He's just gonna abandon it all. Again, I feel sorry for the women down there. If I was Shiapoof, I would have tried to destroy the pipe and not just drop it in the ocean somewhere. Because even if they find it, they can't do anything with it, right? I guess you can say that the real one actually has the same voice. Okay, so I was kind of right at the beginning. He was kind of cloning himself to get out. Yeah. They did just say that the original, him, can only go as small as like a B size, and that was... yeah. Oof. Okay, so after all that Shiapoof said, the narrator's like, nah, it kind of worked out in their favor to help each other out. He doesn't have his pipe though, that's the problem right now. Yeah, once they're all gone, he has nothing to help Knuckle with. Does it have to be that pipe? Maybe he can find a couple smokes nearby, I don't know. This is kind of like Flutter's surveillance thing. Oh, okay, so Welfin is still in this. That's Palm! That's gotta be Palm. A weird fatso with the spike. Damn, that's a lot. That's probably way more than Flutter could ever have. He's trying to plan a similar scenario as before. But I'm pretty sure Knuckles is smart enough to not fall for it again. Yeah, see. Is Knuckle not even there? Oh. Oh, Meruem better run. Oh, okay, there's the real one. So it was a bluff. Alright. So Knuckle was able to do that thing he was trying to do before just now. Okay, so they had like a scenario of this planned out beforehand. Exactly. Also, is he dead? So this is shoot. Oh, they're healing him. Oh, it's oh. I forgot his name. The teleporter dude. The portal dude. So Welfin doesn't know her powers? Someone's walking. Ooh. Okay. Is it Gon versus Shiapoof? Alright, that was my reaction to episode 120. Yeah. I forgot his name. What was his name? The guy who made portals, he actually came and started to help them again. Also, I am pretty sure that what they said, the human that they captured a few days ago, or a day ago that they said, that has got to be Palm. Gotta be. Mora lost his pipe, right? Knuckle got that hidden, right? I'm not sure what was the point of him doing that. Like, it was supposed to cause something, and it did make an explosion. But Youpi could do the explosion from before, so I'm trying to remember exactly why did Knuckle try to get the hidden... Oh wait, was it to build up the... It was to build up the Chapter 7 bankruptcy, right? I don't quite remember, but I want to say that was the case. We have Killua and Meruem. They're like off to the side. They didn't have much screen time. They were there for like a brief moment. There was the girl who, again, I don't remember her name, but she's helping Bezef. Only because Bezef is like trying to promise, oh yeah, you help me, I'll give you all of this treasure that's like behind, you know, the shelter place that's underground, I think. It was for the original ruler. Not the king, but the guy, the big guy from before. Yeah, I don't even remember his name. He's not that important. But yeah, so she took him up on that offer. Welfin, he's following them, and the reason why he's not doing anything is because he doesn't know their powers. Which I guess that makes sense now, because if I think about it, Leol was keeping his power a secret from Welfin and Bravado when they came to help him. That makes more sense now, when I think about it that way. And then at the very end, we have Shiapoof getting closer. Pito is worried as to what Gon might do during this critical moment for her trying to save Komugi. Like, is Pito gonna convince Shiapoof to just go away, find the king? Because that actually makes more sense, that he would go and find the king rather than do something with Gon, who is just sitting there. He's not doing anything, just leave him alone. You know? Like, it makes more sense that Shiapoof go off and find the king. Why did he come to Gon and Pito's, you know, place in that whole battle, you know? Is Gon gonna care about interacting with Shiapoof though? Because Gon never met Shiapoof. He only knows about Pito. And he can only just stare her down that entire time, you know? I wonder if he's like so tunnel vision right now that he doesn't even realize that Shiapoof is there. Like, I wonder if Shiapoof would try to sucker punch Gon and will Gon react. I don't know. Anyway, let's get on to 121. Defeat and Dignity. Okay. But is Gon really gonna kill Komugi though? Oh wow, he's getting electricity from the outlets. Okay. The magic word kite. Oh, Meruem saw all of that. Okay. He didn't like that. I've never seen Pito so worried for so long. For such a long period of time, I mean. Okay, no battle. Oh, he knows about Shayapoof though. It makes sense that Shayapoof actually would like to kill Komugi though. Yeah. That's the most change we've ever seen her in. Notice the broken arm. I don't think Gon even knows where the king is now. Oh, he's like trying to communicate with her. How would she know? They just went on a dragon and went off somewhere. Oh, okay, it's close. In my mind right now, I'm thinking that Youpi is like the most closely related to like a Saiyan. Because for Saiyan, at least from what I learned from Vegeta, is that it is rage that makes them ascend to that Super Saiyan state and whatever. Whoa. He's a centaur now. With a blade for an arm, and what is that for the other arm? It's nearing it. It's almost there. I still don't know what that is on his left arm. He's like, I need a smoke. He's out of the hole. Okay. That's actually surprising coming from Youpi, considering this change that he's going through with rage and all that. I forgot, Nav should be able to help him, since Nav was able to help shoot. So I'm expecting Nav to save Morel right now. Ooh, he actually pierced him for a bit. That doesn't sound like Nav's ability. It was probably Meteoron. Will the blood leave a trail, though? I think it is. Yeah. Again, what is that thing on his left side? What is that? It started raining, so I apologize if you can hear that. It probably just come off as like white noise or static sounding. No, don't get rid of it. Yeah. Is Morale gonna die? Oh. And then Mereodan revealed himself. Come on. What? He's just letting them go. Huh. See, this is the why I like Youpi out of the other out of the three of them. Okay, this is why I like him. Okay. Yeah, Morale is pissed at him for leaving, for taking away the APR or the Chapter 7 bankruptcy thing. Yeah, no. Whoa! Where's his hair? Dude, get a buzzer, get rid of all the rest of that stuff, because that ain't gonna work. To the appointed location. Okay, so they did it. He's like an old man now. Damn, Nav is... Because Nav was in like this bit of like a cocoon sack or whatever, is it just to keep her contained, or are they actually changing her? Alright, that was my reaction to episode 121. Yeah, Nav Nav has seen better days. He lost practically all of his hair. He needs to get a buzzer and get rid of that other stuff. Why did Knuckle have to get rid of his... It was like almost there, wasn't it? I think it had to be like 600 something so and so. I don't know what the real number was. At least I don't remember the number that was for Gon where it reached the peak and then it took all of Gon's Nen away. I feel like they were like so close. That's why I understand why Morel was like pissed at Knuckle for getting rid of it. But at the same time, Youpi held up his end, you know, where Knuckle got rid of it. And they say that Knuckle got rid of it because of the situation and how the state that Shoot was in. He was seeing that for Morel, and you know, he just couldn't handle it, and that's why he got rid of it. But it was just almost there. But it's like the way Youpi handled it, even though he has all this rage, like it said that he was able to store the rage off in someplace else so he can still have a clear mind. And his mind, the way it works right now, the narrator was saying that he used to think of things very simply, and that was one of the reasons why I did like him. You know, out of the 3 royal guards, he was my favorite. And the way he handled that, where he was like, you know what, I can handle you guys at any time, but he did it in a way where it wasn't looking down on them. It was like he did see them in like a light where they cannot be underestimated. So as a royal guard, he should have gotten rid of them, but he chose not to, because he kind of was like, when Mara was down for the count and before Meruem was able to make him disappear, he was talking about like how he was impressed and he knew that he had to kill them because they cannot be underestimated. But now he has this, he knows that he should have used this rage on them, but he chose not to, you know? Yeah, and it talked about like how he has gained this maturity in his personality, and I like that. Like, I feel like Youpi still is my favorite out of the 3 royal guards, especially what happened just there. So you can see through this whole thing that's going down, with them trying to keep the royal guards away. The royal guards are going through like a change in personality. When stuff is hitting the fan, they see things that need to happen, need to change, and then they have to change based on what has changed. Does that make sense? I keep using change in that sentence. Anyway, there was no fight between Gon and Shayapuf. And Gon he knew, based on the intel that Nav gathered from before, what Shayapuf was capable of. And as soon as Shayapuf realized that there was a bit of a downwind, it seemed like he was going to go out and then use his particles to like enter the room from above, use the wind to carry it in, and then he like, you know, put Gon under one of his hallucinations or something. But Gon was smart enough, doesn't even look at him. Pita was saying, oh, I seen you coming. Like, he knew. Pita was saying that she knew that Gon knew Poof was coming, right? And it's weird. They said like, oh, Poof was saying, oh, had you not said anything, I could have killed him quietly. And Pito was like, yeah, but he already knew you were there, and he could probably kill Komugi should you have done anything. Is Gon that over the edge where he's gonna kill a girl, the innocent girl that we know as Komugi, who is also blind, right? You know, she's not a threat in the battle. And 2, weren't we hearing footsteps of him approaching? Why would they say quietly when you could hear him coming? It's obvious that he was coming, right? Or am I remembering that wrong, where there were no footsteps and you only heard the footsteps after Pito was like, don't come any closer, or something like that? I'm pretty sure we were hearing the footsteps before Pito said that, so it wasn't that much of a surprise. It shouldn't have been much of a surprise for Gon, now that you know that he is that alert of his surroundings. Because before I was thinking, oh, he's just so focused, so tunnel vision on this, that Shayapuf could probably do something to him and he won't care about reacting to it because he is just tunnel vision, right? But it seems like he was aware, and Pito's like, no, don't even bother. And it sounds like Gon is pissing Poof off, right? But yeah, Gon was saying, oh, you gotta stay here because I know that you're probably just gonna cause trouble, so just stay here. You move, then Gon will do something. So we could still get a bit of a battle between Gon and Shayapuf. I don't know yet. Morel is out, Nav is out, they're gone. Surprising to see that Nav was able to come in. And it was also surprising, again, all that hair gone. Kind of like me. I still have most of it though. Yeah, even Knuckle and them, they kind of look to Youpi differently. You know, it was a mutual trade-off on mutual respect, even though Knuckle knows that he completely lost. But yeah, in the end, Nav explained to them, yeah, the king and Netero are at the appointed location. They didn't tell us where, but apparently it was in the plan and they were informed on where they went. To me, I thought that wasn't disclosed to them, but apparently, yeah, we're gonna take them to this place. I'm wondering what that place is, and according to them, it's so far away that by the time it's over, the Royal Guards won't be able to come and do anything about it. So they've done their job, you know? They should be happy with that. I mean, none of them died. Kashoot was saved by Nav. Morel was saved by Meruem. Yeah, Knuckles fine. Gon is fine. You have Killua, he's like charging up. I thought that was cool. He just ripped out an outlet and just started to touch the wires and just he's actually charging that way, you know. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, episode 122. Pose and name? Alright, back to them. I don't know why, but from that camera view earlier, it looked like Netero was having more of a bumpy ride than the king. So I feel like if that was me, I'd probably get seasick if I was Netero rather than king. Because he just kept going up and down, up and down. Okay, nice. Very deserted. This place kind of reminds me of where Gon and Killua trained with Bisky in the Great Island. Because of Komugi. Only a few. Okay, so King actually respects him then. He believes that Netero is one of the few humans that he should, you know, keep alive. However, went south. Is he gonna have particles come out? Have a yep? There's it goes a clone, or maybe that's the real him. Oh, okay. So most of him was in that little bee. That was actually him. I just thought of something. Would the king be really pissed to have Shiapoof there? And would he just kill off Shiapoof, or I don't know? Because I can feel like the king is kind of getting sick of Poof in a way. Maybe it could just be me thinking that. It sounds like he's supposed to like play himself off as like the one who will change the world for the betterment of everyone. Yeah. I mean, it sounds nice. Can he actually do it though? Yeah. I wonder if Netero is losing his resolve from these words right now. not fight you. I agreed to leave the palace. Okay. Isn't it always the case where it's like people in the suits are above and they always give the orders even though they don't have the actual power? I don't really know if that guy in the suit had any nen to speak of. But why is it always that case, you know? That seems to be the case most of the time. He's doing that thing again. He's really surprising the king right now. Ooh. 100 type. Did he really just sit there and take it? I mean, his tail's right there, so he must have. I forgot about those trees. Okay. Poof has recognized Youpi's maturity. Yeah, through this fight, every single one of them has changed. They're not gonna kill Komugi. I'm pretty sure he's like undamaged, unfazed. Probably mad that they didn't get that discussion he wanted. Oh, he is bleeding from the mouth. Oh, he just goes right back down to sitting. He's gonna do it again? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Netero actually going through with his orders, you know? Third hand. I'm pretty sure he was ready for that one. I don't know, man. That was your last... He was giving you one more chance, right? Yeah, you just pissed him off. Is that a cat? He goes back to sitting down. Is he still gonna do it? I don't know, man. It's like, I know Netero is just trying to follow orders and such, but I don't know. I mean, he got him to fight him. Alright, that was my reaction to episode 122. Again, I don't know how I feel about that. That whole thing where King is like, yo man, just have a talk, man. Come on, sit down next to me, we'll talk it out. And then Netero's like, I must follow orders from the suits. And he knows that the king is on this fence where it's like he could go either way at this point. And I feel like if he just sat down, maybe talked it out, it could have gone in a more better direction. I don't know why the king was actually being very patient with him. He got hit twice and he still kept sitting down waiting for that conversation to happen, with words. That was the trigger for Netero. Thinking, oh yeah. And then I forgot about, he doesn't know his name still, the king. Meruem? It was like Meruem. Meruem. At least that's how the subtitle spelled it. And I guess that would pique interest in the king. Because there was that whole thing where he had like this, what was it? This thought about like, oh yeah, what is my name? When Komugi asked him, what is my name? But then he was talking to the royal guards and he came to a conclusion. I can't remember what it was exactly, but he was just like, screw it, I don't need a name or something like that. I feel like that was the attitude he had. But now that he knows that he does have a real name, he wants to know what it is. And Netero is baiting him in to just fight him already. Because to Netero, there's no going back. He has to do what this fight for whatever reason. Because I feel like Komugi... Because even if the king followed through with what he was saying at the beginning, where he knows that there is madness in this world, there's unfairness, and he wishes to bring all of that under control and make this a fair world, right? He wants to do it through means of through fights, and he said it himself, it was like something in terror. Like he'd be kind of a bit of a dictator in a way. So you have all of these established powers in this world. So if you're in politics and there's a threat to something that could overthrow your power, of course you're going to want to get rid of it. And that's exactly what the business suit guys in that building were talking about to Netero. And Netero, again, it's always the guys in the suits for these type of shows, probably in real life too, that call the shots, right? And here we have Netero, who has to be one of the strongest people, strongest humans in this world. And he isn't, it doesn't seem to be panning out so well on the power scale in this fight right now. I mean, that may not be all that Netero had to offer in terms of techniques and power. It looked like he was powering up even further. But now it looks like the king has powered himself up. He wasn't even ready to fight, and he was able to survive one of those. What was that, first hand? And then there was third hand. Next thing you know, he's going to have the backhand. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if the way Netero is going about it was the smartest way. Obviously, we want that fight, right? But judging on how things have been going so far, I don't really want to see the end to that fight, because I do want them to both live. Like, I don't want the king to die at this point, because he cares about Komugi. just that alone makes the king, okay, we gotta have this guy live. We just gotta change his thoughts on how he should view the world and such, because he still wants to be that one in power, and he can be in power, but he wants to like overtake all the other powers, right? And that's a threat that Netero is trying to stomp out of existence. Oh yeah. Shayapuf, he like took 6/7 of himself. He left a seventh. Like he was saying, he was describing, I've left a seventh of myself just to have this fake image of me or whatever to make it look like he's still there. And most of his body in a B shape, because that's the smallest he could go as a bee, just floated off or buzzed off, found Youpi, you know, told him what was going on and such. It's like, what should we do? It's like, yo, let's just go to the king. And it was said by Not Before that no matter how long it takes to get there, they should not have enough time to do anything for the king once they arrive to the appointed place that Netero was talking about. It was like a place where they test weapons of war or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It's like, I know why he has to do it, but I felt like the way the king was, there was probably a better way to handle it, but he kept on, you know, giving them the third hand. I don't know. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reaction, and hopefully I'll be able to continue making more. There is going to be a bit of a, I want to say, hiatus for me, because I need to go and help out a friend in another state. I'm in Hawaii right now, right? I'm in Hawaii right now, and I gotta go back to the mainland to help out a friend, so I might not be able to record any more videos. I'm gonna try and record maybe a couple more and then space it out in the period that I'm gone, but you know, I want to keep it going. You know, I don't want it to be like another where, what was it? I stopped watching Hunter x Hunter back in like the end of 2018, and then I didn't come back to it until like this summer, so I want to keep it going. I'm nearing the end. I went from, what was it? I stopped at like episode 48, and I come back and I'm like on, right now I'm on 122. So, almost there. And then maybe I'll dive into another anime, I don't know. Probably will. But yeah, that was just like a heads up on what to expect. Again, I'll hopefully get some out, but you know, if I don't, you'll know. Yeah, again, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Shoots.